The enemy are here, and the enemy is many. Yet, there are two factions at play here. Rosaz, the Impid tribe, and the Toxoid faction. All of them are here seeking this young one, Hansen, who supposedly disrupted their peace talks. And if those peace talks were disrupted, hopefully they aren't at peace just yet. And so we wait and hope that these two factions will choose instead to fight each other. But all of that remains to be seen. They have breached the walls. Oh, and Bright Metal, you might want to get a move along. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to RimWorld. Mages versus the Megacorp, and Bright Metal right now seems to be dealing with a bit of food poisoning, major food poisoning at that. So let's get moving. Our little containment area up here will serve as a holdout for us as we hope that these two factions will engage each other. And well, starvation, that's the least of our concerns right now. Bright Metal, you really need to keep on moving, buddy. And it looks like they've already blown their way through our fence, so they're in. Now, the Impids pose a real danger to our home here as they can breathe fire, and no doubt flames will take here. But the sooner that these two factions start fighting each other, the better. And it does seem like they might have eyes on each other, or at least they're very close to. Come on, are you gonna fight? Flo, please stay inside. Let's just forbid that door, and yes, they are fighting. Okay, so we may be able to help speed this up even just a little bit. We're going to get Lisa, we're going to get Tackleline, and we are going to make our way out here. We're going to need them to have a line of sight so that they can cast their spirit walls down here. Tackleline, we're going to get you doing the exact same thing, and we'll probably try and maybe get a totem down here. Wow, this is absolute chaos right now. Let's go place two lightning totems just in this little alley here so that anyone that tries to make their way up here is going to have a bit of a bad time. The Impids are fleeing. That's great. So it's just the Toxoid faction that's left now. Oh, fire is starting to spread, but none of it is really near any of our important stockpiles, I suppose. That's a lot of tox gas. All right, we're going to get the others out here now as well. Osvenir, you can pop on out. Dananak, we'll get you out here. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're all having a really, really bad time. These lightning totems are doing some work for us, and it looks like, okay, we have a big group of them right here. We may be able to get a line on them. You know what? I think we're just going to fly over here with Osvenir, and we're going to try and hit a group of them. Yes, more fire might not be exactly great, but it will finish things faster. We're going to get you heading around the corner here, lining up a shot, and let's see how we fare. Also, Lisa and Bright Metal, we want to actually get you guys to cover. The same with everyone else up here. Bright Metal, let's get you in that door if we can. And Osvenir, it's time to charge down our enemies. Getting close. Let's get fighting. A headshot isn't so good. I mean, Osvenir is not invincible. Alright, this is a bit more than I would like. Let's try and focus our fire over here if we can, Osvenir. Good work. And honestly, if we could get Lisa into a position where she can get down a healing totem, that would be grand. The other option is we get Zeroka around there. I think Lisa is going to be a little bit faster. Let's get you moving down here if we can. Osvenir, hold, you're doing good. I want you breathing fire down this way, thank you very much. Yeah, all the explosions, that's rough. Let's see, healing totem. Okay, we don't quite have the line of sight. We need to just move a little bit more. Lisa, this is important stuff. Osvenir, how are we faring? Bleeding out in 12 hours. Yeah, that's quite a few injuries that you've accumulated there. Let's get some more fire going. Excellent. Lisa is nearly here. Just hang on, Osvenir. Okay, here we go. That should work for us. Yes, let's get that going. Osvenir is actually kind of just chilling right now. Let's get more fire out towards our enemies. Excellent. The totem is down. And time to charge. Good work, buddy. Let's target here now as well. And it looks like we've got yet another fire spit that we can get out. You know what, Zeroka and Stomp? Let's get you doing a search and destroy at this stage. And Carlota, can we get you to release your animals? That means that Cinder should move into attack. Zeroka certainly is. Let's get that shield up, buddy. ASAP. Come on, here we go. There we are. And they are trying to flee. Wonderful news. Time to get these damn fires under control. Osfinir, let's just spit some more fire as they're trying to get away here. Wonderful work. And let's have you staying close to the totem. Maybe not in the poison though, if possible. Thank you, Zeroka. Getting a heal off there as well. A quilted bed assigned to Stomp was destroyed. Yeah, I'm not surprised. We are trying as best we can to beat down these flames. Flow is A-okay. I'm happy to see that. Zeroka cleaning up here as well. Osfinir, you are actually going to need some extra assistance. So Viper, I'd very much like you to try and cast Regenerate on Osfinir. Alright, I want to see a Regenerate. Wonderful. Okay, and we need to make sure that we get skulls from all of these fallen foes. But the main thing that we are going to need to try and focus on here is eliminating all of the fires and then, well, rebuilding. And I suppose we could have a look at some of the folks that are here, specifically Wasters, as we don't have a Waster at this stage. Wow, okay, Scald here is kind of interesting. Great shooting, decent melee, has a chemical interest, is super immune, but is an optimist and is a cook. Yeah, they were a vat-grown soldier and are a space marine. They are seriously damaged right now. But they also have a Psylink. They're also going to bleed out in like 5 hours, so we're going to have to be quick here. So we'll see if we can get a capture off, and then we're very quickly going to need to try and do some medical treatment. Looks like we've got another Hussar here as well, in the form of Deed, who is just wildly good. But the problem with Hussars, they seem to be incredibly difficult for us to recruit, but then again, that was someone from the cultists faction, so maybe we'd stand a better chance with Dee here. So yeah, we'll also capture Dee and see if we can save her. As for the others, well, Carlota, let's go top up that hemogen, eh? Oh, rough. Okay, Lisa is trying to save Scald's life here, and it looks like we're gonna be okay. Well, at least in Lisa's hands, you should be. Oh, and Stomp has lost that arcane inspiration. I am still hoping that he is going to get another one before we're able to do our ritual here. Oh, and Scald has an infection. We can deal with infections though, can't we? Cure Disease specifically will be able to deal with that. And as far as Cure Disease goes right now for Viper, she can cure all the way up to the Plague and Blood Rot, but there is a percentage chance whether it fully succeeds or doesn't, so we're going to keep on leveling this up. Okay, and Osfinir has an illness as well, an infection, and Tackline has gutworms. Okay, both of those we can fix. Yeah, gutworms we can get rid of, and infections as well, and Carlota does also have Purify, but then again, I think that is more for scars and also addictions. I think the gutworms will be more deadly for Tackline. So we'll get Viper helping him out first. It's a little easy considering his bedroom doesn't actually fully have walls right now. Yeah, we're living more than a little rough. I mean, even without treatment, Osfinir is absolutely slamming this infection, so I think we're going to be okay there. Okay, Rhaegal is hunting Viper for food currently. That is less than ideal. There are so many other creatures around, Rhaegal. Why are we going for Viper? Unfortunately, this is something that we are just going to have to deal with now, I think. Oh, and a prison camp opportunity. That is something that we will look at eventually. Okay. Consuming latch. Yeah, there we go. Eat the undead urchin. That's a much better choice, Rhaegal. Good, dragon. Did that help with your food? It sure did. Viper, go about your day. Oh, and Flo, I'm so sorry. We had you restricted to this room while the fight was going on. Go get some food. And let's have a look at this opportunity here. A spell tome and mind-numbing serum. Some members of Killcode are imprisoned by a hostile faction in a nearby prison camp. They've asked us to rescue them and offered us this reward. Okay, well, it is further than we've traveled so far. We don't know who is there, but we'd have to assume that the corporation is behind it in some form or another. So ideally, we send those who are not our builders away to see if we can rescue them. Now, I think we'll be looking at taking Stomp, Lisa, and Zoroka. That is only 3 of us, but we are sending both of our dragons along for the ride. Is that a good idea? Maybe not necessarily, but we can still stay pretty protected back at home. And plus, route travel, 1.6 days to get there. We can work with that. I've also just been looking at Carlota. She has used magic just kind of recently, which is why her mana is a little bit lower. But I think she's been using Purify pretty often, just around the place, and I kind of love the idea of that. She's using her power to purify scars on the body, the mind, and the soul, just all across our colony here. Oh yes, and the reason why both Carlota and Viper are staying behind is because of this dangerous creature. Now, yeah, should we actually be heading out into the world while we are so vulnerable still? Maybe not. But we have just been attacked, like twice. I guess 3 times if you want to count both of those factions. So hopefully things are going to be quieter for a little while. And we have ourselves another quest, Pods and Hives. Daniel Stone, archaic cheese of Killcode, is facing repeated infestations at a site near Hidden Shore. He wants us to draw the infestations towards us, provoking an infestation of 31 hives. However, we will get a few things out of this if we so choose to do it. Okay. Psi Ink, wetware computers. Many of these things won't mean much to us at all. Gold though, gold is very useful, and we still need gold to be able to pay one of the villagers nearby. And I guess the other important thing here is we'd be able to get a Psi-Link neuroformer to infuse one of our colonists with psi powers. I feel like that could be worth it. Yeah, the wetware computers are artificial organic brain or neurocomputers. Great for the cyberpunks, not so much for us. And then of course, adamantite is really nice, and the tungsteel prestige plate armor, but this is the most appealing to me right now. But here's the thing, we don't want to accept this until everyone is back. So for now, we'll wait. Okay, and we have unlocked advanced psychic rituals, and that's because we can actually research 2 things at the same time, basic and advanced projects, so we can continue on here. Philophagy. Okay, perform a psychic ritual that drains experience from the victim and gives it to the invoker. The process will dull the target's mind, weakening their skills and causing brain damage. I mean, if we can capture some folks from the company, I feel like that would be rather useful. Oh, and that little noise there was us arriving at the prison camp, and oh boy. Okay, let's hold for a moment here. We have a lot of barbarians, and some of those barbarians are magically gifted. We have a summoner over here. We have Jay, who is an arcane mage. Bryce, the druid. Yeah, okay. And then of course we have our friends here, the cyberpunks, who are locked up. Now eventually I would like to become friends with the barbarians, but that's going to take a little while for us to work on over. And hello, Salamander. We could enrage you, but no, we don't want to endanger you right now. But the odds are heavily stacked against us here. Oh, looks like Osfanira is a little hungry, so we might have to deal with that first. She is trying to munch on an emu, and has succeeded at that. You consume your emu and then join us over here by these old barricades. It's going to take a while for Zoroka to get there anyway. My gosh, you're slow. He is also suffering from food poisoning major. Now, the reason why a lot of that has happened is not because of, well, how unclean the kitchen is, which for one, yes, it is very unclean, but it's more the fact that they have just been eating hornet honey off the ground, and that's not super good for them. So this is kind of how we're going to try to position ourselves, and we're going to see if we can lure them up towards us. I think a nice lightning totem will help with that. The lightning totem does seem to have pretty good range. How much range exactly though? 40 meters. Cool. I don't know what that means to us in a RimWorld sense, but you know what? we'll give it a chance. We'll cast over here. We'll see if it gets their attention. If it doesn't, we can always maybe get some spirit wolves to... Oh, no, that'll do it. That's got them heading on over towards us. So we're going to get Osvinia to spit fire at them as soon as they're kind of in range. We'll have another fireball coming through here. And then Lisa, we're going to go and call down those spirit wolves. Okay, here we go. Fire. And fantastic. So far, so good. And that is less good. That's a lot of elementals. Okay, that's a small problem for us. So Lisa, we are going to go and summon a totem behind us. Zaroka, I want you engaging these enemies here. Thank you very much. Any day now, Zaroka. Yeah, any day. Okay, but we are keeping them kind of busy down here for the moment. It looks like we're going to be able to breathe fire again in just a second. That's great. It looks like the earth elementals here are angry. And we didn't summon those. That was someone else. So they kind of lost control of their own people, or their own summons. Oh, and that's some lightning. Not a fan. Osvinia, let's get some more fire out here. Thank you very much. And yeah, looks like we're going to have to deal with a few of these foes here. Let's just back off for a moment here, Lisa. I don't know what was done then, but it was something. We could call our own elemental defenders here. Defend the colony? I mean, we're not at the colony. Do we need to? We may be able to just hold this off. We could chuck a chain lightning down here. We can certainly get a few dragonfires down there as well. Okay, that was decent. That was very decent. Oh, Zaroka. I'm guessing he kind of dove into there. Okay, buddy. Osvinia, we're going to get you moving up. Okay. Oh, they're fleeing? Wonderful. We've done just enough. And I kind of would like them to flee. We'll see what kill code have to say about it. I guess as they are fleeing, we are probably still going to be hitting them. Let's try to avoid damage where we can. They are also fleeing. Okay. Lisa... Okay. Oh, and Zaroka is kind of back up on his feet. He won't be able to heal himself right now, unfortunately, but Lisa seems to be rather angry. Let's let these two just go about, do their own thing. Stomp. Let's maybe... Well, I don't think the fire's going to spread all that far. Lisa, I want you to be tending Zaroka. We don't want that fire to get too close to him. Now, while we're here, we will investigate each of these spaces just to see what we've got. And, oh yeah, let's get Zaroka away from those flames, huh? We'll be carrying Zaroka, as heavy as he is. Let's go maybe just put him in one of these beds for now. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, and I believe that's it. They're kind of trying to climb inside. I feel terrible. We should try and stop them. Maybe we just put them out of their misery, eh, Lisa? Well, the area is supposedly safe, so I think we should probably get a move on, eh? Now, I think we are going to try and see if we can bring these three with us. If we can save them along the way, that would be great. But I'm not holding my breath. Oh, and there's a prison break going on back at home. Okay, well, I mean, it's why we're all still here, right? Let's get ready to deal with these prisoners. Tackleline has already popped one of them down. Bleeding out in 3 hours? I mean, yeah, that's a significant wound. Dee Dee is also bleeding out in 3. Okay, alright, well, that's that, I guess. Oh, okay. Alright, Dee Dee wasn't entirely down. At least not yet. Bleeding out in 1 hour? Wow, okay. Yeah. And she did actually breach through that wall. So, we're gonna have to fix that. Now, I think we're just gonna try and tend to her immediately. Because, yeah, I don't think she's gonna make it to the bed even. Viper, will a regenerate help here at all? I mean, we can try, right? Oh, Carlota, you can coagulate. There we go. Oh, I think that just did it. Yup. Good job, team. Oh, damn it. Okay, I've also just noticed something about Dee Dee here. Dee Dee is unwaveringly loyal. So we'll never break. So the best thing that we can really do with Dee Dee is release. And hope that we can start to eventually maybe make peace with the Toxoid faction. The thing is, they thrive in pollution. No, I think we'll have to do something else with Dee Dee, but we'll do that when the others are back. Oh, okay, Dumbo has an infection. I can imagine that they probably do, but they're still alive for the moment. That's surprising. And also, a new quest has become available. More information, an ancient terminal that contains information about the Caster Crown. Oh, this is another 60 gold kind of situation. And it's a little bit further away than the one that we already know about. So if and when we get that gold, which I suppose we might have already got it, we will be visiting the village of Donkey. Oh, right, yeah, no, of course, we didn't accept this quest yet. Understandable. Oh, and our rewards are here. The Mind Numb Serum and Word of Pain. Let's have a look at you. An ancient tome written by a master psycaster. The tome bears an enchantment to prevent the ancient knowledge from spreading. Once read, it will crumble to ash. Okay, we are going to store that away for now, and the Mind Numb Serum. Inject near the brainstem to deaden the mind, rendering the user unable to feel the highs and lows of human emotion. This temporarily prevents them from having mental breaks, and Inspirations will probably end up just selling that, I think. Oh, excellent. Bright Metal has just finished a Wanderer's Cloak that he has decided to claim for himself. Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough. You know what? We need to get you another golem, don't we? And because of golem theory, theoretically, we should be able to make a dormant stone golem. It's created at the Stonecutter's table. Well, okay, we need a fair bit of unrefined magicite to do it. But we have been discovering some more of it, and we've got 11 of it there at the moment. And we have some more over here. We must be close. So we are going to set that up as a bill here. I think we're going to go for stone. That fits our lad quite a bit. Oh, and that's enough. We've got 111 here. Hanson, thank you very much for all the mining. We're actually going to take you off mining for a little bit, though. We really need some cleaning back at home. But that's a load of coal. That's all the magicite we need. Oh my gosh, he's doing it. He's getting all of our various marble blocks that we've got here. I'm ideally using marble because we're currently using slate for most of our building. And that's the steel. I think we have at least 100 steel that needs to go into it. Oh, and Tackleline down here is making some paper mixture for us. I don't know how we turn it into paper just yet, but we are going to need paper to be able to write books down here. We do have books that are being read at the moment, which is good to know, but ideally I'd like to get a shooting book and a melee book just to be able to train up folks more. Oh, we will need presser to be able to actually make paper. That's fine. After we've finished the birds, onto the presser. Yes, and the caravan is back, and let's make sure we actually capture these folks, eh? As we are actually trying to heal them and then return them to their people. Oh, unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen for Dumbo though. Oh, and because Feather is actually in pretty good condition, it looks like we're immediately releasing them, which will still give us some kind of benefit towards becoming friends with the Covenant of Canbray. We have visitors, only 2, from the great houses of the dwarves. We'll see if they have anything interesting. Minus 44 to minus 32. Okay, that's better than it could have been. Oh, unfortunately Greg died of hypothermia. That'll happen. That'll happen. Oh, and Viper actually managed to convert DD. That's unfortunate. Well, we were going to execute DD, but you know what? Unwaveringly loyal. We can't do anything about that. But I suppose we could try to release you. No relations gained on release though. So it's like, it's tough. That's really, really tough. But we can't recruit you. There's nothing that we can do there. So while you may see our way, unfortunately you are still against us. And for that, an end shall occur. Gather up, gather round. Didi, may your soul find rest. Viper, thank you for a smooth and simple execution. Excellent, carrier birds is done, so on to presses. And Tackleline actually finished off our marble stone golem, which we are going to install, let's see, right smack bang in Lisa and Bright Metal's room. Well, our golem has been put in place, and it looks like there's a few different things that we can do to it. We can add energy cells, energy converters, generators. We can have it have more armor, improve and refine the frame in general, and then have a compactor allowing them to crush stone chunks into usable bricks. That's kind of fun. I think the frame tier is probably what we want to try and do. We still have quite a few of these blocks around. It looks like we can go up 3 levels. So we'll try and do all 3 of those there if possible. And I believe it will just be slowly storing energy over time. Yeah, it's getting there. Mad northern boars. Some sort of psychic wave has swept over the landscape. Your colonists are okay, but it seems many of the northern boars in the area have been driven insane. That's a lot of northern boars. They're all manhunters. They don't have Scaria, so I think we should be able to get them to chill out with Viper. Stomp, let's get you back inside here. Viper, let's get you down here, please. Yeah, if we can get them grouped up together, I think we can resolve this very quickly. Quickly now, if you would please. I'm going to get Stomp to open the gate briefly, just to try and see if we can get them to head up towards him. It looks like we're going to be able to do that. Viper, we need to get you into a position where you can see as many of them as possible. It looks like, they're kind of going around, huh? Yep. Unfortunate. Alright, well, let's get the door open again. Get them back on over here. Stomp, you're the bait. Unfortunately, a few of them probably will have to fall here. But yeah, I mean, these two kind of seem to be holding their own just fine. Carlota, can you please stay here? Stomp. Yeah, good work. You're going to be fine. Oh, we've even got Cinder to help out. Might be a bit of overkill. Okay, here come the rest of them. I think we should be able to get this block here, potentially. And okay, they're all chill now. So we have actually managed to save some of them, which I feel good about that. Unfortunately, the Mega Sloth is a little bit pissed off. And oh boy, Cinder, thank you. I think that problem has been resolved. Oh, you're kidding me. He had a toe bitten off. Buddy. Yeah, don't worry. We haven't forgotten about the arm. There ain't much we can do about it, unfortunately. Now, I think before we have any other adventures take place, we have a quest that we need to accept. Pods and hives. And yes, we will be accepting it. And we'll see what happens there. That'll do it. And where is it going to be? Up here and up here. Kind of freaking everywhere. Osvenir? Let's just have everyone stay within the walls for now, huh? Yes, that is a considerable infestation. Nothing that we can't deal with, but it's chunky. Now, unfortunately, Tackleline is feeling a little under the weather due to some food poisoning, so he's just going to have to stay laying on the ground for the moment. But as for everyone else, well, we want to try and deal with this as soon as possible. So I think we're going to try and open up with some elemental defenders here, because they will be able to assist us in disrupting the hive, and then we'll probably end up sending some spirit wolves in there as well, just to kind of kick things off, you know? Osvenir and Dardanak are also going to be very, very useful for us, especially when we can start to get the hive kind of grouped together like this. And oh, Dryad, oh, buddy. Well, okay, that happened. Lisa, let's get those spirit wolves out. We've got some more defenders that are starting to make their way in here now. Osvenir, all right, we're going to need you closer. Dardanak, same thing with you. My gosh, this is kind of a little wild. We're going to try and hit some of them that are in the front here as well. Good work. Let's spit some more fire over this way here. Feel like they don't like that fire all that much. We've got acid getting spat out as well. Okay, alright. We're going to have Stomp and Zeroka be at the front here. We don't want really anyone getting past them if we can avoid that. Lisa, let's get a healing totem down. I want 2 more fire spits out here because things are going to start getting more than a little wild. Let's go and bestow might on Zeroka. Good. And then Carlota, let's get you kind of heading back here. There we go. That's fine. I want more dragonfire right here. Wonderful work. More, thank you. More. Excellent. Wow, Zeroka, how are you still up? Stomp, let's get a fire spewt off in this direction. Excellent. Honestly, let's get another healing totem down here just so we can try and get double the heals off. Carlota is fleeing, that's fair. The elementals are pouring out. And fire is absolutely everywhere. Let's keep it going. Let's just keep it going. Stomp is downed, but he's back up. He's fighting again. Well, I say that, not entirely. Oh, you know what? Combat command? I feel like we probably could have used that earlier on. We've got a great big congregation of them here, but we also have the water elementals, so ideally we don't want to disrupt them too much if we can. Zeroka is still holding on here. He's lost a big toe so far, but that ain't so bad. At least I can get some more spirit wolves out, so we're going to get them cast behind here. Wonderful. Help. I don't know if Zeroka can get out of there. Yep, just keep moving, bud. Dardanak can go and blast some of them. That'll help. Osvenir, let's get some fire breath over here. Cinder, hold on. I think we are through the worst of it, potentially. Alright, Cinder's moving back inside. That's probably a smart idea. Carlota, actually, no, you stay here, please. And it looks like we're just kind of cleaning up a few of them at this point. Those water elementals have really helped. Stomp, let's get you equipping that spear, thank you. Carlota, let's get you coagulating Stomp. Well, little bit of a mess, but I think we've got it. That's a ridiculous amount of insect meat for the trees. I feel like over 104 bodies, potentially. Oh my gosh, Stomp is actually saving the little carrier dryad down here. Thank you, buddy. Oh dear. And Zeroka is having hallucinations. Malnourished. Sorry, buddy. To be fair, he was fighting for a very, very long time there after quite a long journey. I know you're feeling really depressed, Stomp, but you've been doing a great job. He's been going through and slowly dealing with all of these hives. Zeroka, we're gonna have to deal with that infection, buddy. Please go rest. Oh dear. Stomp has gone catatonic. Okay. Alright. Viper, we're gonna get you to deal with that infection, thank you. And Hanson, you go pick up Stomp, thanks. We continue to remove as many of the hives as we can, as Carlota has a little bit of a breakthrough. She is actually going to need a death rest soon. She doesn't have a casket yet. It's probably just going to be a bed for Carlota. Not unless she can secretly construct something by herself, and, well, I don't see that happening. Not while things are so messy and uncertain. Oh my gosh. I've also just noticed that Lisa's tongue is destroyed. A ricochet pierced her tongue. She can now not speak at all. Okay. Well, as Void Seeker, I don't know if that's going to interrupt her day-to-day activities, but hopefully in time we can find a way to fix that. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, a little bit of good news. First of all, we have officially, well, no, we have officially dealt with all the hives. My gosh, balloons arrive. Okay. So, two very good things. Stomp wants to become a chronomancer. Okay, buddy. I guess being catatonic might have done something about that, huh? You know what? I think there may be a way for us to turn back the time on some of these injuries, potentially. But for us to actually do this, we're going to have to wait 3 days. How long does it last? I legitimately can't see. It's not showing us right now. I have to hope. I have to hope that inspiration will last. We are so close to it. And, well, we got the goods. A fantastic weapon for Zeroka. Buddy, go and equip that. And the Silink Neuroformer. Well, where do we want to try and utilize that? There we go. Zeroka has his blade. The Eltex cape is just waiting out here. It'll be collected before long. But yeah, the crystal. Who would make use of such power? Well, I might imagine that answer is clear to many of you. Who wants power more than any here? Yes, Carlota shall wield the crystal. Incapable of violence, yes, but maybe capable of something else now. So, with that, we can have a look at Psycasts. However, she will be locked. She won't be able to have access to all of these here. Right now, we have Chronopath, Kineticist, nothing else has been unlocked from what we can see. Oh, of course, we do have access to the Black Hive, the Occultist Path, the Ravagers, and Xenoseers. You know what? After reading and looking at each of these here, I think Chronopath is the perfect pick for her, specifically because of age. She is the mother of dragons here, and being able to allow them to grow all the faster, I think Chronopath is the way to go. The very first thing that she knows here is time skip meditation. Puts the caster into a self-inflicted coma for a day as they earn a considerable amount of experience towards their next Psycast level and regain full Scythe focus. Biologically ages the caster by 5 years. However, Carlota is a sanguiphage. I'm intrigued to see how that plays out. I mean, she's sitting here meditating away as Hanson's vomiting on the dragon statue. What a mess, huh? You know what, Carlota? I think we're going to do it. As she sits and quietens her mind, she slips into a coma, dropping meat on the floor. But that has in turn caused her to gain a new psi level, which it looks like she's going to need to pick a path here. If she wants to get to age, we are first going to pick up Word of Foretelling. Psychic whispers of things to come. Colony pawns are inspired. Neutrals or friendlies improve relations. Prisoners lose their resistance and enemies retreat from their doom. Biologically ages the caster a full year. I think this is the perfect path for a sanguiphage. She should be ageless, after all. Word of Foretelling. Oh, and we still have another point. We can pick up Regular Age. Very inefficiently siphons life force from a living target, de-aging the caster by 2 years and aging the other by 10. There are very debilitating after effects for the victim, and it's considered a hostile action by allies. But, I mean, we would hopefully be making those dragons stronger. Or at least Carlota would see it that way. But Carlota is going to be in a coma as her mind reels from this newfound power. And while our walls, our homes are now stronger, we've certainly been tested with attack after attack, today in the form of bugs and men alike. We are lucky to still be here. And Legionnaires, I gotta ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.